What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gag with Geach. I am your boy Geach. And yeah, y'all, so in 2025, people having a hard time with dating out here. So we're going to get up in these clips and see how everybody's feeling. So don't mind me over here on the side because it's 9:21 p.m. where I'm at. And I'm about to be eating my dinner over here. But let's get into these clips and see how everybody is feeling about dating.
Go on a date with someone, and then not even a week later he ends up getting back with his ex-wife.
I just saw a video of a girl getting flowers for her first date, and I'm going in my mind, oh, that's so sweet, that's so thoughtful. And then I open the comments, and it's one after another, people going, that's crazy, that's too much, what do you mean, that's just right off the bat, that's a red flag. And okay, so it's weird and abnormal to get someone flowers on a first date, but then it's totally okay to hook up. And if you want to hook up with a stranger, that's totally cool. People can do whatever they want, but I just find it so bizarre that you're condemning a sweet, thoughtful gesture and making it weird. It's so sweet and endearing. What are you talking about? It's a strange thing to get someone flowers. It's doing too much to get someone flowers on a first date, but it's totally okay to go inside a random person you just met. My mom says to me all the time, I would never last in your generation. And honestly, I don't know how everyone's doing. I just think it's so backwards and so insane, and I don't know when it shifted, but it's messed up.
So I'm from San Diego, California, and I'm 26, and I just really feel like I'm actually going to be alone forever at this point in my life. I go out, I try to look good. I don't know if it's because I'm ugly or I'm fat, and no, I'm not fishing for compliments. Maybe I'm not fat, but I just feel like no one ever hits on me. I don't ever get complimented. I've been told that maybe it's because I have like a resting bitch face, which maybe I'm guilty of. But either way, it's just so sad because it's like, how else am I ever going to find anyone? That's why I feel like I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, because I'm shy. I don't have many friends. I don't go out much. I just don't understand how this is going to happen. Like, are they going to fall from the sky? Workplace, I don't know. I don't like dating people from work. All I'm trying to say is it just feels like when I go out, people are just so disconnected. It's not like how it used to be. I always feel like there's way prettier women out there than me, which is obviously true. And I don't know if it's like insecurity that's making me feel this way, but no one ever hits me or hits on me or approaches me, and I will never do that to a man. But I still want to meet somebody. So I don't know if anyone's in the same situation, the same boat. But yeah, and I hate dating apps. I will never.
I think everybody going forward, we all should just make peace. It's always going to be somebody that's better looking than you are. Always. There's billions of people on this earth, and also beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Somebody's going to think you are drop dead gorgeous, and then you're going to have somebody else that you are not so good looking to them. So, you still got to keep your self-confidence and keep it moving and know within yourself that you are attractive and feel that about yourself, have that self-confidence. So you shouldn't worry about what other people think about you. Now, I know we all do or have done so in the past, cared about what somebody thought about us. But once you get to a certain age, and I think I'm at that age where as long as I feel good, feel like I look good, I don't care what nobody else got to say about me. But, I can understand how she feels like that.
Ever download one. So how else am I fucking supposed to find somebody? Whatever.
I'm gonna tell you what, if you are going through a rough patch in your marriage, you better go water your grass on your side of the fence, because you do not want to be on this side of the fence. Because this dating world nowadays, it's been flipped upside down, backwards, sideways, however you want to call it.
Hey, Noah, she is giving some sound advice. I absolutely agree with that. If you married, work that thing on out. Like, I had some relatives in my family, one of my relatives, they was going through it with their significant other, and I was like, listen, this dating pool, I got piss, shit, and all kind of other stuff in it. Just stay where you at and work that thing out. And they worked it out, and they doing good, but I agree with this lady here. Like, it's just stay where you at if you can.
It's a shit show that I don't want to partake in. Like, I don't want to date. I just want to skip to the good part. And for the love of Jesus, if you've been married for 30 years, do not try to give me dating advice. You don't know how it is out in these streets. Do not. Times have changed since 1995 there, Brenda. It's like we're trying to.
Brenda called it straight. Brenda, she said times have changed, Brenda. So if your name Brenda and you watching this, hit the like and subscribe button. It's good for the YouTube algorithm, Brenda, she said, don't give her no advice. Everything done changed, Brenda. So
Date in a world where loyalty is just nothing but another meme and the options are just endless. You can scroll to the next one. And I'm about to drop a truth bomb, but everyone wants a healed partner, but not everyone is willing to be a healed partner. Let that one sink in. And don't get me started on situationships. If that's not like signing up for heartbreak on a payment plan. And with that being said, social media convinced a whole generation that love is a transaction and not a covenant.
Dating is such a...
Situationships is heartbreak on a payment plan. That is one for the books. I never looked at it like that. Yo, she low-key ate that. She gagged me with that one. That was funny. So, but everything she said was true though. So let's see what this fella here has to say.
I mean, if you don't play it, you get played. And if you do play it, you still get played, but you gotta at least swing the bat. I was texting this girl, and she hits me with a, how old are you? I'm an honest cat. I say, I'm 29. She goes, how long has it been since you haven't used a capitalization in your text messages? You know what, bitch? Fair point. Let me change that shit right now.
Why the fuck is everybody either stuck on their ex, they want to hook up with every heartbeat on the block, or they'll lead you on and then say they don't want a relationship because they're stuck on their ex or they want to fuck everybody on the block? What the fuck is that? All right, I've been single now for, I want to say 4 years now. I've been in one relationship.
4 years? That's it. 6 over here. You need to catch up, playboy.
I had one girl that I've called my girlfriend. I dated her for 3 or 4 years, and we dated from age 16 to 19, 20, and then we broke up, and I haven't dated anybody since. I have talked to people, I have entertained, kind of like talking stages and almost relationships, but never actually dated somebody. And I'm just wondering, like, what happened to our world of dating? Like, I should have been born in the 80s, where you talk to a girl, you say, hey, like, let's go out on a date, and then you go out on a date, you decide, hey, I like you, let's go on another date, and then you go on another date, and then you say, hey, let's date, and then you date, and then you get married. What happened to that? What the fuck happened to dating in your early 20s or your late 20s or at all? I mean, I be seeing old people go through this shit too. So yeah, I need some answers.
You know what? In 2025, I'm going to start going for the hot guys. I'm going to start going for the guys that are just so far out of my league. It's inconceivable that we would ever live on the same planet. Here's the thing. I don't expect...
Listen, I'm all for going with people who you think out your league, because all you need is a little bit of confidence. That's what life has taught me. I don't went after people that I thought was completely out of my league, but a little bit of confidence to get you a long way. And if you don't believe me, go watch old episodes of My 600-Pound Life. They all got a man on that show. They be 600, 700, 800 pounds, and they all got a man. They all got a husband. So, they have solved the Da Vinci Code. So go after whoever you want to go after. Ain't nobody out your league. Always remember that. Just have a little bit of confidence. You could get who you want.
A guy out of my league to treat me super well. I don't expect a lot from that. I would fully expect that they're not going to be into me. And that we could go on a couple dates and they're going to be like, no, you're not good enough for me. Meets expectations. But when I go for someone who's like, oop, a little below me, and they still don't want to go out with me, or even worse, treat me like shit, I'm like, all right, that's below expectations. Because here's the thing, there's no way for a guy below me to exceed my expectations. It will only ever be a meet. If I go for someone really good looking and they're super nice to me and like me, that is an exceed. That is an A++++.
Listen, to all the people out here trying to find better, trying to find someone, period. Look, I hear you. Do what you gotta do. My honest opinion, in this generation, ain't nobody out there, babe. Ain't nobody out there. I don't know who you looking for. I really don't know who you looking for. I don't know.
Y'all, keep hope alive. There's somebody out there for everybody. You just can't give up. But keep hope alive. If you really want love and you want to find somebody and be with somebody and you have you want that fairy tale, you have to create your own fairy tale. Don't listen to the stuff you see in the movies and things. But I do feel like it's somebody out there for everybody. You just got to be patient, and it'll happen for you if you truly desire that.
Looking for better, or why are you looking, period? There is nothing out there at all. 2025 is crazy. Like, for you to start over now, nah. It's outrageous to me. I'm sorry. Not. Look, I done gave up. I hung up my towel, okay? That's me and my kids for life. And I'm happy. I'm real happy. I don't got to worry about nobody. Sure, I pay my rent. I pay my bills. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't got to worry about no man. No, ma'am. I don't got to worry about that man cheating on me, talking to other people, nothing. I'm stress-free.
Now, I will say, with being there, I feel like there's pros and cons to being single, and there's pros and cons to being in a relationship. She just listed some of the pros of being single. You really don't have to worry about nobody. Like, me personally, I absolutely love only having to consider my own feelings without having to check and consider somebody else's feelings and checking. I really love that. I have fun. I really love my life. So there's some pros and cons. That just because you're single don't mean like you depressed or have to be depressed or anything like that. But but still, if you want somebody, definitely keep pursuing it. You can't give up though.
So I suggest hang up that towel, baby, because you're not gonna find nobody.
I'm stuck between two extremes of dating right now. My first extreme is like, oh, I can't chase after these men. If he doesn't like me, that's gross. He's giving me the ick. It's disturbing if like I have to be chasing after him. That's one. Then the other one is like, fuck it. I don't care if I have to text him 3 times. I don't care if I call him, he doesn't answer. Like, I don't mind being crazy. Like, I don't care. I'm just like being silly. And like, what is he gonna do? Be like, get away with me. Okay. Block me. Block me. You so scared? Block me. I don't care. Do it.
Dating is so hard. I just want so badly to love and be loved, to find like my partner, find my person. Another round of time being wasted. I can't wait for the time where most things about me are endearing to someone, where I find someone who has like the same communication style as me, is emotionally intelligent. I just don't know like when it's gonna happen for me. And like, I know I talk about my dating on here and people can have their own opinions and this and that, but I'm just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I
really don't like to see people cry and stuff. I'm very empathetic. But I feel like she wants somebody and she'll find that person. Or that person will find her. Just gotta give it time. Keep looking like. I think she's a very pretty lady, and y'all just gotta give it time. If you really want somebody, don't cry about it. Just keep it moving. You gotta have that good energy about yourself. That be positive, maintain a good energy. Walk in every room like you own it. Your aura will attract who you need to have in your life. That's not even a relationship. That's friends or anybody, any type of relationship. So just got to keep at it. If you really want somebody, like I say, I'm all for love and I'm all for being single. I don't have a dog in the fight, but it's just a case by case basis. If that's what you want love, you got to keep working at it. And also keep putting yourself out there, because I have relatives who always say they want love, but it's like, how you gonna find love and you always sitting at the house? Like, you literally never go out. You work from home and you at home all day. You literally never go out. What you expect, somebody's driving DoorDash or something, gonna drop your food off and you gonna fall in love with them? I mean, well, that is possible. Not saying that's not possible. But you also just gotta put yourself out there too. But like I said, if you really want it, it'll happen for you.
sometimes feel like the love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
Can someone tell me why it still hurts even when you're getting back into dating and you feel more mature and you end things with someone after a couple of dates? And I've been on 3 dates recently, 3 dates with 3 different guys, but I've gone on second dates with all of them, second or third dates, and I ended it with one guy, the other guy ended it with me, but I was gonna end it with him. anyway, so that was mutual. And this other guy, you just can tell he doesn't feel it. And like, I thought that because I'm more mature and because it's mutual, or because I'm making the decision, that it would be less hard and I would be less sad because it's early on and stuff. But I think when it's just stacked on top of each other, like, it adds up. Like, why am I crying? Like, does anybody else feel this way? Even just like when you feel like you're mostly healed and you're going back into dating, like, why does it still fucking hurt?
You know, it probably hurt because you want it bad. You know, and a lot of people feel like they want love and everything, especially with these times we living in now and everything we going through. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Let me come back on the screen here, guys. And you know, I appreciate y'all for checking out another episode of Gag with Geech. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling. Are you glad you in a long-term committed relationship so that you don't have to be dealing with the craziness of the dating scene right now? Or are you single and actively dating and wishing you could find somebody like, you know, the people in this episode here? Or are you single and you loving it and you don't want to get back into a relationship because you just completely over it? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know how you feeling about dating in 2025. And I will see y'all in the next video.